Right guys, Ryan from the London Craftsman, how are you doing? Don't worry about Sean, he's just going to be working in the background, making a little bit of noise, but it has to be done. Got to get the work done. There we go. Central Technology Systems for quick click extraction for your power tools or your woodworking tools. And so far, it really does look the part. So they've sent me a hose, 3-meter hose. I have noticed that it's a nice, durable looking hose. And if you want me to compare it against something, I'd say it's more flexible than a Henry hose. Everyone's had a Henry, probably by twice as much. It's got a nice bit of flex, doesn't feel like it's gonna kink. If I give it a good old pull, it's not kinking. Oh, it has a little bit, but that's fine. I'm just forcing it there. But yeah. It looks good. It looks like it's nice and smooth. The inside is relatively smooth, or not completely smooth. On one end, we've got this part here, which is, I'm guessing it's an adapter to go into, is it a 58mm or a 63, which is the bit that we want to talk about really, is this section. It's the quick release section that allows you to put any of these connectors on. So there we go, we've got a tiny little port. It looks 18mm, 19mm, something like that. Ah, it was that one. I'm sure that was attached to something else. Getting a bit confused here. But that, I found that goes into the sander nice and tight, like that. It's got little ribs inside these holes. They're rubber, not hard plastic, but nice dense rubber that you know that when you push it onto something, it's gonna stay. And the proof is here, look. It's really tough. And you just give it a little wiggle and it comes off again. So it's got little ribs on the inside. So that's gonna push on like so. And then you've got the quick click connector. So that's just gonna push on. You've just got 2 buttons on the end of it. And away you go. Nice and tough, like I said. Really, really strong attachment. Really happy. Swivels. So you know that when you turn, it's not going to kink. When you're moving your sander around and you're putting up and down your bench, etc., it's not going to eventually kink the hose so much. It just flexes with you. But if I just pretend I've got another one of these quick click connectors on the other end, if you look here, most of my extraction is done via these holes. So, I'm not sure if you've been following me on my ultimate workbench build. We built all this workbench. It's 3.6 meters by 1.6, and the idea of it was 2, 3, 4 people could work on it. It's got a chop saw that lifts up and down on the scissor lift. It's got our built-in table saw. It's got power tool extraction. It's got our Cyclone extraction. Go then, Sean, go for it. The reason CTS sent these out to me kindly is to work with this workbench. And because I've only got one of these quick click connectors, just imagine, right, let's disconnect this now. Imagine it's connected to the other side. I could then connect this side, the other side of the hose, to this now. So it's that end that I quite like. Again, there's so many combinations with these. That end, it's got like a little bayonet fitting. That pushes into my ribbed insert because there's a hose in there that goes to my Cyclone system underneath. That pushes in nice and tight. So just imagine that's the other side. So imagine my sander's still plugged in. If I had another one of these fittings on the other end, I could leave one of these on either side, one of each. And then when I want it, I could just click it in like that. And work around. It swivels to my bench, it's swiveling around. Imagine I was sanding, you know, it's absolutely fine. So I think that's what I'm missing. I just need to buy a few more of these kits and a few more connectors. I'm thinking just a few more quick click connectors because there's so many combinations with these. You're bound to get those working with any power tool that you go, unless you've got like 10, 20 power tools. We've got 2 sanders on the go, so it might be that we just buy another kit. Right, so I managed to click all the bits on. Remember, I've only got a 5-piece adapter set, so I do need more for other bits and pieces. So let's move the camera around and show you how I've set up a few bits and pieces. Okay, so here we go. We've got one of these adapters in here. So this works with my actual bench. That works in perfectly. I just pull the rubber off it and that clicks in nicely like so. And then I can just simply go and get the hose and connect it into this port. So remember, this port goes down to my valve system there and my Cyclone. So that's my Cyclone and all my valves, which I can flick up and down. And in here is my drawer that pulls out. That collects all the dust. From there, it goes all the way to the Hoover. So remember what I was saying about the hose? The other end of the hose was this end, which works perfectly with my Makita VC 2012L, possibly. I'll put a link. But that goes in nice and tight. But I did actually want a different end for that. I need another one of these clippy attachment ends here because this is how I'm connecting to my Hoover effectively, remember? So it goes from the Hoover to my valves and to my Cyclone and up to these points. So this is the attachment I need. For you, it'll be great if you're just going straight to a Hoover. Absolutely fine. But I need another one of these on the other end, so double one of these attachments. So I'm gonna buy some more hoses and a few more of these singles, or possibly another kit. So let's pull that out and just show you it clicked into some other tools. So as you can see, we've got Makita plunge saw, 240 volt version, doesn't really matter. But that was just simply click in, like so. And then detach it. So the thing I do like about these is that it swivels as well. You've also got this collar that if you keep turning it, you'll get, if you've got too much suction, it reveals the hole. So that just, that's good. If the suction is too strong, you just open that up. So that is one. Another one is the biscuiter, goes in there nicely. I have had to use my own adapter here. These are little Amazon adapters, bought a 4-pack for like £5. Very handy anyway, just to get you out of trouble left, right and centre. Ideally, you don't want to be using them because these are meant to be taken over. But until I get my new set of these or some more spares, I haven't got enough to get me going to click onto this just yet because they're on other tools. If I take that off now, leave this on there, this will go onto my domino machine. Yeah, so that'll click on, just like the rest of them. Nice and easy, beautiful. What else is there to show? And then we've got the sander. So the sander is exactly the same. Click straight on. And I've just been pulling these apart, clicking them together, see what works. Because ultimately they do come as a few different parts. You've got the hard rubber, you've got the hard plastic, you've got the hard rubber, all different sizes. You can flip bits around here and there. And that is the sander. So all works really well. Let's bring you round to the chop saw. And I have got one of those connectors to the chop saw here. But again, I need more connectors, bits and pieces. That hose will connect into here, but I need one of those small click connectors that's on the other end, so that will click on and off. I do need to detach it, want to close this lid up. Let's get rid of that and let it down. Like so. Yep, so that needs a bit of tweaking, that one. Get that out of the way. Yeah. Anything else to mention? It's just a quality piece of kit. And when I looked at the price, it is actually a very, very good price. I think it was around £70 for the hose, the 3-metre hose and all of these connectors, but that's not a lot considering what it's doing for you. But just for me, the only thing that's missing is another set. But I think I'd highly recommend all of these. They're just very versatile, which is what I like. The hard rubber pushes and molds onto any adapter, any fitting that you've got. And there is loads of combinations, and that's what I like about this. 2 things to mention. Subscribe if you like our content. If you do, hit that bell button so you don't miss any videos. Hit the subscribe button, like, share the videos. Also leave a comment. Let us know if you've got some and if you've got any feedback on this company yourself and how you use them. Also, we're on Instagram. We do stories, posts. We do day-to-day stuff, more day-to-day. The YouTube's every Sunday at 8. Insta is basically everyday stories and posts. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that review of CTS. Overall, I think it's a great little thing to buy, and it's not expensive. For what it does for you, it's going to make your life so much easier, make your workflow a little bit better. So love you, leave you. Hope you enjoyed that review. Take it easy. See you in the next one.